What is it that's so attractive about the economics of robots as a service for manufacturers?
Technology has evolved very rapidly over the course of the last 10 to 20 years. Technology changes. Your piece of equipment could potentially be obsolete. Then to find the people to service it or the parts to replace it will actually become much more difficult. Robotics as a service, what we call RaaS versus pure CapEx. You don't own the equipment, so to speak, but you enjoy the benefits of the services.
So there's the ROI of the equipment of your initial purchase. When am I going to actually make that money back?
Right.
But then there's also the total cost of ownership. You can buy one upfront, CapEx, then you pay for the integration. What about the ongoing maintenance? To not plan for obsolescence of the hardware or the electronics involved seems like a pretty big oversight.
As a finance professional, you want to have some level of predictability as well as your accuracy in forecasting. That would be the perfect world. The CapEx, capital expenditure model, it's a significant cash outlay. There's all these other additional hidden costs that perhaps was not necessarily incorporated into the initial RFP. The RaaS model, it's what you see is what you get. It allows our customers or our manufacturers to be really competitive in the macroeconomics.
In the past, it was kind of like, hey, let's look at how many labor hours we can save by implementing this automation or this robot. Is that still how we should be looking at whether investing in robotics is a good idea?
In some companies, the ROI may be a more important criteria. Other companies, it's more reliability, predictability. Who's our business partner? Who will be right by our side if in the event our line is down? But certainly ROI does play an important factor into the kind of decision-making process. And I think certainly with the RaaS model, take a look at human operators, and it's probably easily 4 or 5x higher than what you would pay for a robotic solution.
It sounds like there's a lot of benefits to this model. You know, a lower barrier to entry versus the big capital outlay.
Right.
And then hopefully they can use the availability of their robots that they have as a service as a catalyst to get more business and grow.
It's really taking those human resources and putting them in roles and responsibilities and jobs where it's providing greater value to the company. I think that's a win-win for both parties. You know, with this day and age, and especially what we've lived through over the course of the last 3 years with COVID, as an organization and bringing jobs back to the US, we've got to also focus on how best to do it, and that's generally through automation.